Hey everyone, it's Angry Turtle, and that's my second guide for Elder Scrolls Online, and I decided to just share with you step by step my journey in discovering how the stuff works in this game step by step. Therefore, today I will cover physical resistance, spell resistance, and all the elemental resistances, and how penetration works in this game, and how physical and spell penetration plays into this equation. I know this stuff is already covered, you can find it on the internet, but if you choose to follow that with me, I will be happy. And if you see my HUD is a little bit different, that's because so many of you recommended me to try the mods, as those mods are supported for Elder Scrolls Online. I did that. I have everything a little bit more visible, bigger, look a little bit differently. Now we are waiting for mod support for Fallout 76 too, but that's long enough introduction, to the point. Then if you open your whatever inventory or character page, you will be able to find statistics like spell resistance and physical resistance. And at first, if you just hover over that, it doesn't tell you anything. It's like, decrease the amount of damage you take from physical attacks. But by how much? I was so lost, but there is actually more information you can find on those pages if you go under character. And then, because there is still nothing, you need to open advanced stats. And after that, slightly camouflaged, but here, resistances, and you can see the percentage, and you can hover over it, and there is more information. And here you can see that resistance is capped at 50%, what is equal to 33,000 of armor rating. As on those stats, you can see armor rating for spell resistance and other resistances. And if you notice, there is no physical resistance on this list, but unless you have any additional disease resistance, poison resistance, or bleed resistance, your physical resistance is equal to those. Now, how this stuff works? As you can see, there is a lot of different elements. Actually, it is very simple. First, fire resistance, shock resistance, frost resistance, those are all magic damage, including magic resistance. It's all under magic resistance, under your spell resistance. Therefore, your basic spell resistance is used first. Then if you have any specific resistance, like let's say I would have 5,000 fire resistance, the 5,000 will be added to my 1,300 of spell resistance I already have, but it will be used only against fire damage. Then this number will change if I will have that. In the same time, calculation is very simple. This resistance into the percentage, it is flat transition. It's like 660 of resistance rating equals 1% increase in your resistances. And I like to simplify for you and avoid too much math. Therefore, I will just tell you that closer you are to the cap, closer you are to the 50% of the resistance, the more value you get from increasing it until the hard cutoff, that's 50%, you have no value above that. And actually what you are aiming for, it's 33,100 rating. And why is that? That's basically my research. I googled the topic and it's looked like regular mobs have 100 built-in penetration. Therefore, you need to add 100 more to deal with that. If you do PvP, you will need to go above 33,000 if you want to have good rating. As you can see, I have spell penetration and physical penetration close to 9,000, and that's without even much effort to increase those stats as I'm going for crits. Therefore, in case of PvP, you will need to go way higher. I don't know how much exactly, but way higher. And how this works? It's super simple. It's not like Fallout. There is no complicated curves for the spell and physical penetration. If I will attack target that has 13,000 spell resistance with my spells with close to 9,000 spell penetration, I will just do very quick equation. 13k minus 9k, and whatever is left, that's my actual spell resistance. Therefore, I will have barely any. like barely any resistance. And opposite is true for your spell penetration. It helps quite significantly when you go to like 8-9k of spell penetration value. After that, it's not really worth as much, at least for PvE, to keep increasing that. From my research, it's looked like mobs, endgame mobs, have between 9 and 18,000 resistance. Therefore, if you go more than 9, in case of a lot of mobs, there will be no difference. There will be some different of bosses that have like 18k resistance, but in many situations, it's better to just increase your damage that works against everything than just keep increasing spell penetration. And that will be about everything in this topic. If you want me to cover something else in particular, let me know please in comment section. If not, I will keep covering other topics related to basic game mechanics first, until I learn them all first, and then you learn if you need it, or if you are experienced, you can share your insight with me. And now, as always, thank you lots for watching, and see you all in the next one.